Hello, beautiful darlings. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If you're new, I'm Amanda. Welcome to the channel where we are all about shattering the mental health stigma. I have one favor to ask, and that's that you make sweet, sweet love to that subscribe button, give the bell a few kisses, so you're not missing any of this content that's designed to help you with your mental health or help you help others. It's also the best way to support the channel and the mission to shatter the mental health stigma. Before we continue, I want to give a big shout out and thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. I have a mental health goal in 2022 to really start processing some of the grief surrounding pregnancy and my miscarriage. And I know that there may be a time where I need some outside perspective. And I'm so glad to know that I have quick and affordable access to a licensed therapist if I need help navigating these complicated emotions. And they'll match me with someone who can address my specific situation and in a reasonable time frame, which is huge to me, having been someone who was tossed around the system. And as a special offer to all of my viewers, you can get 10% off your first month of professional therapy at betterhelp.com/Amanda Webster. That's betterhelp.com/Amanda Webster. Thanks again so much to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. Today, I'm going to be reacting to Idol by BTS, so I am jumping back down that rabbit hole, and I have to say, I'm pretty excited because my heart will always lie in the pop world. Even though you guys are getting me into metal and all these different genres, I still have a special place in my heart for pop, so I always get very invigorated when introduced to different pop songs. So never heard this. It's gonna be my first time. It's not a Patreon suggestion. I just wanted to jump back down the rabbit hole. But if you haven't had a chance to check out my Patreon, make sure to do so. Link is in the description. You get so many benefits, and every single dime goes toward my mental health outreach. So make sure to check that out. But I'm going to be doing, like I said, Idol by BTS. I'm sure it's not going to disappoint, but let's see. Let's see where it goes.
Can't call me idol. 아님 어떤 다른 뭐라 해도 idol. I'm proud of it. 난 잘 없네. 너무 알았네. 나는 항상 나였길. 소각해. 나는 전혀 신경 쓰지 않네. 나는 역할은 내야. 그 이유가 뭐든 간에. I know what I am. I know what I want. I never gon' change. I never gon' trade.
I love it because when you know who you are and what you want and what you deserve and what you'll tolerate, you are absolutely unstoppable, completely unstoppable. And I love that message. I love it so much because I think it's so easy to get lost when people label you as different things. It's so easy to get lost in that good or bad label, but it's your responsibility not to absorb their definitions. So I love this empowerment. I love this message. describe how much I love it. I know sometimes that self-love can be a very difficult thing, especially when we're single and we feel alone. And I see that very frequently here on the channel because we so often look at being single as something to be pitied. But if you're rooted in a strong sense of self, which is a skill that can be learned, having this mindset very much can be learned, then you can be happy in all the seasons of your life, whether you're with someone else or you're going through a very difficult time. You can reconnect to those things. And it might be difficult, it might not be easy, and you might not be smiling every day. Everybody has rough days, times that they cried. That's healthy. That's still part of being happy and being true and authentic to yourself. It's not all about being outgoing and colorful and spunky all the time, although that's amazing. I love the shirts. I love that they're wearing these different characters like Bugs and Snow White, because I think, you know, connecting to your inner child or just connecting to yourself despite what other people think you should be doing. I just posted over in the community the other day that I was wearing this vibrant electric blue eyeshadow because I had an ex that would ridicule me for doing things like that, for being vibrant and out there. And I think if that's part of your personality, if you want to do that, if that's making you happy even in some small way, do that. Dance your heart out, wear what you're gonna wear, and screw the haters. It's so much more refreshing to just do what you're gonna do and ignore people. I get haters. Everybody gets haters. I feel like you're not doing it right if you don't get people that just dislike you, that just hate your freaking guts for no reason. And I have often said, if I let those people get to me, I would not have made it very far in life. You can't let those people get to you. You have to just accept that that's part of their journey and that's them struggling with their own demons.
Running now.
Absolute bosses to the very end. Love it so much. Like I said, it's so easy to get lost in the narratives of other people. I know I've been there. I was bullied. I've been ridiculed for pretty much every decision I've ever made in my life. I still get it here in this community, and I just don't care anymore. I used to let it get to me so much to the point of where my mental health was just tanked constantly, because there's always some kind of negative feedback if you open those floodgates and allow that in. And I want to share a couple of things that I really implemented to start building my self-esteem and self-confidence and getting to this point where you can't stop me. You absolutely cannot stop me from loving myself. You can leave all the nasty comments in this video. I could lose all these people and I would be sad, but I still love me. I've still connected to this very deep part of me that I never thought was possible when I was at that rock bottom of symptoms of depression and my disorder. But I just want to share a couple of suggestions and a couple of applicable tips for people that are looking to be more like this and they're looking to connect more to this. And number one is don't compare yourself. It might sound simple, but in the world of social media and where we're constantly scrolling through pictures, we're comparing our behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel, and we're constantly feeling less than because of it, because we don't live up to this Pinterest mom or this Instagram model or whatever the case is. They don't live up to that either. They're not like that 24 hours a day. So stop comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. You have just as much opportunity to do amazing things as these people on social media or on a magazine or whatever the case is. Sure, some people are born with more privileges than others, but more often than not, people make themselves. My next suggestion is to be open-minded to trying things in new ways. And this is because sometimes, especially when we're struggling with our mental health, we're struggling with symptoms of anxiety and depression, we might not know what it is we like and don't like. And being able to start trying new things and going, okay, that's not my thing, I don't like it, or wow, it was actually pretty good, I might want to try that again, or trying things in new ways. So maybe you have gone to seek professional help and that didn't work out for you. And that could be for any myriad of reasons. Try a different way. Maybe try online therapy. Maybe try a support group instead. Maybe just try a different professional. There's always different ways to try things. And like physical activity, for example. Maybe you tried going to the gym and that's not your jive. Okay, go get a pair of rollerblades, buy a bike, go for walks, get a dog and walk a dog. There's so many options to incorporate that. So if you're not liking one thing, keep trying. And last of all, tell your story. Because if you're hiding these parts of yourself that you feel are dark, that you feel aren't pretty, you're denying other people the opportunity to validate their own experiences and to see that they aren't alone. You're denying people the opportunity to love you for who you are, because now you're hiding behind this mask because you're afraid that people aren't going to care, when if that's the truth and the people around you don't care, you just don't have the right people around you. Because there's plenty of us that do struggle with mental health that have strong communities, and we don't have anything you don't have except the willingness to reach out, the willingness to share. There's absolutely no shame. We all have our own stories. We all have our own demons. And sometimes just talking about these things can really make all of the difference. Getting it out, because right now it's trapped in your head and it needs to come out. It needs to have a place to go where it feels safe. And I just want to remind you, as always, you are very loved and safe here. You're not alone. You can share your story here in the comments. That's how we shatter the mental health stigma, is by talking about it and normalizing it. Give this video a thumbs up. You never know who might need to see it, so share it as well. Such a positive message. I love these guys. I keep wanting to dive in, but I really want to share the experience with you because it really does uplift me and make me so giddy just to see the funkiness of the outfits and the dance, and just their personalities in general are very quirky, and I love that. And I just think that we need more positive messages like this. So while there is a place for music that validates us when we're in the darkness, there's also a very big place for music that's going to inspire us and remind us that we can love ourselves. We don't need anyone else's approval for that. We can love ourselves even if everybody else thinks we're insane, even if everybody else hates our electric blue eyeshadow. If everybody else doesn't accept some part of us, that's not on them. Our self-worth is inherent and does not require the approval or some signature of another person. And they can't stop you from loving yourself. If you just put up that barrier, if you just build that self-esteem and that self-worth, even if you've gone through absolute hell, there's nothing that can stop you once you do that work and once you build that for yourself. So thank you guys so much. Wow. I'm going to keep doing my thing here. Like them. I love my fans. I don't care about the haters. I am so blown away by the positivity that's being put out there in the world right now through things like this. I'm glad these guys are getting the recognition they deserve and that their message is being heard, because it's a very, very important one. I love you guys so much. Thank you again. BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. Again, if you want to receive 10% off your first month of professional therapy with a licensed therapist, make sure to go to betterhelp.com/Amanda Webster. It's betterhelp.com/Amanda Webster. Again, I love you guys so much. Do your thing. Love yourself. Mwah.